Hi there, Selective Collective. This is Kim here to do a reading for the people that showed up to this particular reading. It's going to be a Celtic cross. I finally figured out a way with the lighting to be able to show these cards because these are beautiful cards. And I received them as a gift to the channel, so I wanted to display them, but I didn't know how can I see them because they're hard to see. You can see them under a red light, so interesting. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna use this red light and we're gonna see what wants to come out. It's a Fortuna tarot deck as a Celtic cross for my Selective Collective. So, as always, opening up to your angels, your spirit guides. And if you'd like a private reading, that's in the description box. And all the normal. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you for commenting. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you enjoy this. So this is interesting. This is a different... this is different. This is different. All right, just trying to get the energies really nice and shuffled. For my collective, general Celtic cross, so I'll be describing it in different ways. I will complete the rest of the love readings. They are probably something I'm not going to specifically do again, just love. But I will be completing those. It's just been taking a lot of time off to heal, actually, and rest. And meditate and listen to a book and heal. And look, I have the star. So yeah, see, you can see that under the red light a little bit better than you can in the normal light. So I have the star. The star energy. Wow. That's big. That's big. Knight of Wands. Five of Wands is a challenge. There's the rest. The Four of Keys. Or the Four of Swords. You see it? You see it? It's still a little bit difficult to see, but I'll pull them up so that we can see these. What's going on? I still don't know if you're able to see all these. Well, you can see them better than with the regular light on, I promise. It might not look like that, but you can see them better than with the regular light on. All right. So, past energy here is the Emperor, and he's in the reverse. So, the Emperor in reverse. What is the Emperor in reverse? Could be dealing with somebody that is they like to manipulate or abuse their power. Could be that you're the Emperor and that we are just not making a move or a strategy to move forward for whatever reason, and the advice is usually to assert yourself, step in your power. Let me get clarification on what this Emperor in reverse is. I oftentimes read it as a power struggle, though. Usually I read it as like a power struggle with somebody. Justice in the reverse. And the Fool. Yeah, so this is like a moving on from unjust, like an injustice, energies that were not fair. There wasn't an equal give and take. Something was very off balance. Should have never happened, maybe. It's something that it's an abuse of power or authority, and it's now it's pointing to the Fool energy and moving on from this. Okay, so then we go to the Knight of Wands, which of course this one has their own sayings for their cards, and this is the Prince of Candles. The Prince of Candles. Okay, and then you have the Five of Wands or the Five of Candles as the challenge. And that can be when we have distractions or we have obstacles and challenges, things that are trying to pull us from our focus. Ultimately, maybe because there's this energy of like you really embracing wanting to move forward. And and the audio book that I'm listening to, an audio book, it's by Jacobo Greenberg. I talked about him on a collective recently. Anyway, he was mentoring, I guess you could say, with Pachita. And he keeps talking about, well, I'm only on the fifth chapter, but he keeps mentioning that whenever you're in line for a new experience that God has for you to experience, you should expect a test. You should expect a setback or some type of challenge to get into that next new phase. I feel like that's what this is with this Five of Wands. I feel like this is the challenge, the obstacle to move. It's kind of like a, well, how bad do you want it? Because this is going towards your passion or something you're very passionate about. In the heart of the matter, I have the Four of Keys. And the Four of Keys is the Four of Swords. But it's interesting being a key. Because, you could look at this, since it represents thoughts, as being like, that is the key here. It's within your thoughts. And it may hold the key to a lot of healing. So your heart is healing. Your heart, it has a time for rest or to contemplate something really deep for yourself. I'm going to clarify more on the rest and the healing of the heart space. Tell me more about the Four of Swords here. The Eight of Cups in the reverse. And then if you look up here, you literally have the Eight of Cups in a reverse as part of your outcome. Okay, so you have a double card here. That means pay extra attention to the message. The message is about a fear of detaching or emotionally leaving from something. There's a fear or something holding us back to something that we are attached to. Even getting comfortable in an uncomfortable state. But this means something more too, because it's combined with the Six of Keys up there on your outcome, or the Six of Swords. So this has something to do with you, new thought paradigm, moving from a stormy time into much calmer waters. But there's some fears that have to be overcome. I guess that's as gentle as I can. Let's get a Kipper card. Let's get a Kipper card for this. For this Eight of Cups here, for both of them, tell me what this is, because obviously your outcome has something directly to do with what you're taking time out to heal, rest, recover, rehab in your heart space. That's how I look at that. Four of Swords. Okay, so what do we have? The main male in the reverse, adjudication, which is judgment, or not judgment, the tarot, a judgment being made. Oh, look, I'm gonna read it exactly how I feel. I feel like, whether this is business related or romance related, I feel Spirit has literally said judgment has been called on somebody that is not for you. They're either a bad business partner, or they're associated, this card is associated with this injustice and this abuse of power somehow, some way. This is your spirit team sitting on the bench. This is your spirit team. This is your team saying, this is kind of unfortunate that we've had to heal from this, but it is what it is at this point. So we heal and we move on. Judgment's being called on this person. They may be experiencing some severe blows from karma, but you know, well, we all get it. We all get it, right? It's just being pointed out in this reading. I don't advocate being like, this person's going to get it, but if I see it in the cards, listen, I'm going to say it, okay? So, all right. So moving right along with your reading, I'm going to look at how you're feeling, okay? So how are we feeling? The Prince of Elixirs is popping up in the reverse. So that's the beautiful geometry. I love these cards. I absolutely do. They're so pretty. So this is like, it's similar to the Knight of Cups, okay? If it's in the reverse, what's going on? If it's in the reverse, well, you could feel like there's no movement. You could feel like there's no movement. Maybe you're obviously being inspired to have movement in your life. Movement, travel, excitement, passion. However, whatever it is that you're feeling right now feels more like you're trying to ride a horse that is tied. Tied to something. And so no matter how hard we try, it just keeps going into this kind of a hole. That song, Alice in Chains, down in a hole, da-na-na, losing my soul. Not like you're losing your soul, okay? It's just a song, but Alice in Chains was really good about describing when they felt crappy and down and out, right? So that might be, it may be like, where's my, like, it may be like feeling like, I really want to be towards this dream. I want to go towards this dream. I want this dream to manifest. And something, because that's what the underlying issue is about. It's about you moving forward with passion towards something that you're dreaming about. All right, well, let's clarify this feeling of this movement or lack thereof. Yes, that's it. That's it. Okay, so listen. This, I'm getting that this star is also associated with an Ace of Cups energy for you. Okay? Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There is something here, though. Look at I have all of these eights. I have all of these eights in the reverse. However, when an 8 is in the reverse, it still looks like a freaking 8, doesn't it? And it looks like a infinity sign. Looks like a sideways 8 anyway. So we have the 8 of Pentacles reverse and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And these are two energies that literally say that how you're feeling is not the issue, that the energy that Spirit is actually sending your way. Okay. I don't mean that there's a disconnect between you and Spirit. I'm meaning that there is something that's coming underlying. There's something new that's opening up that is going to be the experience that you feel very passionate about. However, right now, on the day-to-day, on the everyday mundane things that we do, it feels like something's not working, or it's off, or it's not working as good as we want it to, and that we're just simply not moving, not getting our traction. That's exactly what this Knight of Cups in the reverse would be saying. Okay, so this is just confirmation that yes. And so for some of you all, it has to do with work, but for all of you all, love, general, whatever, it has to do with something on your day-to-day that is not giving you the achievement and the satisfaction that you can get out of that 8 number. And something new's coming. I'm like, I want to say to Spirit, okay, well, why don't we feel this, or why isn't there a feeling of this coming? Because something's been going on for such a long time, and because you have these other energies here intertwined. Let's get a Kipper card for this, please. It's the journey, my friends. It's the journey. I have great fortune on the bottom, but remember, this is the journey. And then they want me to move right along into the environment. It's the journey. It's the journey, and it's the up and down. And we already know that life is like a wave. Like a wave. Even photons that function even in and out of that. It's a up and down, up and down. Okay, and so sometimes the wave is longer on the down than it is. Sometimes we go down farther than we thought we were going to go, and that just means what? That you're going to experience something going straight up. But it definitely doesn't feel like that when you're down in a hole feeling. So let's move right on. Right, moving right along. Yeah, I really wanted to point out the attitude. I can get this way. For sure, I can get this way. Pessimism. Now, pessimism, unless it's talking about this fear that is attached to something that is still in the environment. And then I would read this card as, okay, this is a hopeless situation. Not hopeless for you about where you're going or whatever, but whatever was just so uneven. So the Princess or the Page of Cups in the reverse can have to do a lot with attitude, though. So let's get a clarifying card for the Page of Cups in the reverse. How do we get a better attitude here? The Sun. All right. All right. Careful where we're giving our energy to and who we're giving our energy to. Also, they're saying, let the sun in. Let the sun in. Let spirit in. Allow them to heal something. Maybe it's allow them to heal a perspective. Also, allow the sun to show light in the form of information coming towards you. Tell me more about the sun. The main female. There's something about paying attention to your health. What I said about the healing, and I'm feeling major waves of don't do anything today. Heal. Take off those headphones. Disconnect from the media. Don't watch too much tarot. Like I'm getting signs here lately of very much so focus on you and focus on your healing. So the main female, if you're not the main female, then these roles could be reversed, obviously, okay? Except for you could be embracing what I'm talking about, which is that divine feminine energy of passivity in order for rest and being receptive to healing. Because there was another message that I got of spirit wanting to bestow people with gifts and information and enlightenment about abilities even, but not being able to do so because of our busy pace fully, you know. So because we're all so connected sometimes into chaos, and so disconnecting and healing and then allowing spirit or the light to come in and shift your perspective, to renew your organs, to materialize miracles within your body. Like, allow that. I think that can happen with spirit, with God. I think anything's possible. And so, but you have to be in that receptive state Possibly are we, this is reminding me, this Knight of Cups in the reverse is reminding me of a person being on a hamster wheel, the hamster wheel being a job or stresses or addictions or certain, I don't know, just like, I'm having to do this all the time. I'm having to do this all the time. And it's like, is it killing you though? Is it making life not as enjoyable and shorter? You know? And so there's something about that. So definitely paying attention to your health would be good. I'm trying to. All right. Then up here in your goal and destiny, I have the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups here, and it's in the reverse. Three Cups in the reverse. Three Cups in the reverse. Because it's goal and destiny. I'm not wanting to read it as, okay, let me get a clarifying card so I can figure out what this is. Possibly some friendships ending, though. I would say that. Because of this link to this injustice. Oh, pour the cup out. Pour the cup out. The Devil. The Devil. Your fears. Oh my goodness, and the light got dark. That's cool, creepy. I like it. So the Devil is our fears, our attachment. These people were, these people, these addictions, these things that we're pouring into ourselves were toxic for us, and they were stopping joy, joy, abundance, and celebration. They were more like toxic ties. I could even be talking about addictions and drinking and smoking and, you know, just, I mean, a lot of different things that are stopping us from fully, whatever it is that's stopping us from fully seeing or soaking up the light from this sun energy. Well, this is you breaking those toxic ties, though. Okay, so let me get another card. Let me get a Kipper card for this. Marriage. Marriage. I'm hearing is what's coming in when. See, these ties, they have something, they have everything to do with what's going on, with what's going on, like, inwardly, with the healing that you're going on, your own healing journey. And okay, just an example, okay, detaching from a substance of addiction or relying on something, and anything, anything, relying on something or having a negative influence around you, but giving into it. It's kind of like being caught on a wheel, a hamster wheel, though, not Fortune's wheel, a hamster wheel. And when those are broken, when, oh my goodness, like, big message, when we stop following a false god. And that's an interesting message here, Spirit. When we stop following a false god that is telling us that we are the material realm, that we are reliant on certain things for pleasure, fun, enjoyment, when you stop relying on that, then the true things come in. And it's clearly attached. It's clearly attached to you moving forward, Knight of Wands. That's what comes in. And this is what Spirit is trying to guide to you. If the marriage card it can be a divine counterpart. It can be, it's tied to the sun. It's tied to what the sun wants to give to you. So I guess what I'm saying is to, I guess this message is more about focusing on breaking those ties that bind on the inside of us, more so than just being like, I don't want to be around you because you do this. No, it's more so of like well, I mean, you can do that, but more so it's talking about you having control over yourself. and what you're attached to. Part of the strategy or the plan here is to pour the cup out of these other energies so that you can have what's truly divinely being guided together for you. Tell me about the moon in reverse. 8 of Wands in the reverse. How many 8s are you all going to get? That's another 8. So something is to be revealed. Why am I getting interference of some sort as we're waiting, possibly waiting on news? Something to be revealed as we're waiting on some type of news. Let me show you that moon card. So when the moon is in the reverse, something is being revealed to us. But with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, it's like giving two different. Give me something else. Okay. It's what is to be revealed. Okay, 10-10, journey, 10 of Swords in the reverse is going to be where your rebirth is going to occur. It occurs with the major change and transformation first that happens within your body. And so what is to be revealed to you is the many areas in your life that you're going to feel a rebirth, some type of new energy entering. You're in a way waiting for this news because, like, well, when you're divine, and we all are, and you're actually really tapped in, even going through hard times, even when we're doing things that are not for our highest good, you still have this very strong connection with your angels, with God, and be like, you know, I really need this to come in. Well, they're saying it is, but this is the journey. This is the journey. Give me something else on this rebirth occurring. Official person, 22. Official person, 22. Rebirth occurring. Official person, 22. 22. It's about rebuilding, building. It's about master builder number. And an official person. This would be a news, powerful person from a powerful person, or somebody of, this can be you claiming that power and authority that you actually have over all of these other things that we're talking about. So I have in the hopes or fears, the 9 of Pentacles, and it's kind of looking like it's in the reverse. So the fear could be, what if I do everything the way that I know the divine is telling me to do it, and then it still doesn't work out? What if my efforts aren't rewarded? What if I'm still waiting after? Well, yeah, what if? Let's see. What if? It won't. They're saying that's a worry and a fear also. That's just a worry and it's just a fear. Get ready to move to the next phase of your life. You have the 6 of Swords out here. They're literally saying that's just a fear, okay? It's negative or intrusive thoughts. Page of Swords. There is a disconnect. They're saying there's a disconnect within you and your thoughts. Whenever you think, well, if I give it all, what if it's still not going to come? Or what if I won't get rewarded? You will. You receive your divine inheritance. Don't let the thoughts that and the energies that aren't yours to screw that up for you or to lead you onto a pessimistic path. That's what that's saying. All right, and then the outcome, we're still having us, I think we're moving away from a feeling of fears holding us back, from a place of fear, and their emotional fears holding us back. So, because it can be like, what if I do this, and then there's just the same type of dissatisfaction or something like that. I don't know what it is exactly. Sometimes we become comfortable being uncomfortable because it's the only thing we've really known for quite a while. Really, that song, Something's Really Got a Hold on Me. Something's really got a hold on me. Something's really got a hold on me. Oh, it's an Eminem song, actually. Da 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 na 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 na. Is it the Brain Damage song? It's the one where these drugs really got a hold on me. But I'm gonna replace the drugs and say the fears really have a hold on me. So whatever that means to you, something's really got a hold on me. Okay, that's what that energy feels like. Okay. All right, so not necessarily the best song for me to pick for your outcome. I'm sorry about that. Oh, okay, so the Six of Swords. King of Pentacles, is that this official person? Maybe. And the Five of Pentacles. Okay, awesome. Okay, I think this is what we're moving away from. Because you have two energies that I'm going to have to figure out how to read this. So you have to give me a second. Because really seems like rags to riches to me, doesn't it? Because you go from feeling very left out and in lack to there's a powerful friend indeed. Either a powerful friend, a powerful partnership, or you going from like Harry Potter style, right? From welfare to I can now help a lot of people. There was a need for this experience is what I'm getting. And this is the test, is to escape this energy. Fear, poverty, lack, sickness. So that you can go into this King of Pentacles energy. Now, and for some of you all, it's actually a love connection that has to do with this marriage or official person. Because either way, even if it's business or romance, this is an energy here. If they're an official person and a powerful friend indeed, then they see your value and would see how you can elevate and would like to help you and would remain committed to it. Maybe there's a cause that you would be very committed to, you know? There's some reason why this energy would want to commit strongly to you. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit more with the Kipper Deck on that. Courtship. See, so romance or business, there's somebody that is seeing maybe your struggle, maybe what you have dealt with, and they've seen you maybe even create in some hard times. They want to get together, want to get to know you better. They want to be part of your plight, is what I'm hearing. So this is like coming together, getting to know somebody, seeing how like hard or dedicated it is. And this is the pathway to get there. That's the pathway to get there. It's a rags to riches story. It is. That's what this is. This is saying, don't listen to those thoughts sometimes that will tell us our effort won't pay off or we're not ever going to get there. The road is long. Sometimes it's hard, but this is the pathway. And it's all lit up. And you have energies, possibly like soul group energies, wanting to meet you at a certain point. You just have to not give up so that you get to that point. And also these energies want to build with the house card, build with you in some way. All right, so that's what I've got. That's what I've got. Yeah, here's that path, judgment. And your angels are definitely preparing a path for you. Whoa. What is on my lap? What is on my lap? Opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared and dress to impress. You can't see that. I can hardly see that because it is a red card. Opportunities. Well, I don't know. My dress to impress would probably be a Metallica shirt because I don't really have fancy stuff. But if you have fancy stuff, wear your fancy stuff, my friends. Because you are powerful. 333. Yes. Yes, you are. And 23, it relates to this new adventure for you. But 333, the main one, you are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. So live your truth and be a positive light to others. I am powerful. 333. More than you really know is what I'm getting. More than you even know. All right. Sending you love and light. Bye.